Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Good to see you, Meneth. Good to see you, Osric. Good to see you, Nemo. Hey, Wernetta. How's it going? Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. I hope your work goes well. What's happening today? How's everything? Hope it's all going well. I was thinking, and then I quickly remembered why I don't typically like to do that. So I stopped almost as soon as I started. No thinking. We're not here to think. We're just here to do, to be, to exist. To put on chapstick. You gotta take care of your lips. Especially in this frosty cold weather we're dealing with right now. It's very chilly. Oh boy. You want to know something kind of exciting? I finally picked up the DLC for Doom Eternal. I did it. I haven't played it yet, though. I figured we'd do it together. You and me. So you could be there. If and when things get very overwhelming and brutal. But I don't think we're going to do that today. You see, I'm just not feeling the brutality of Doom. I'm feeling actually, I'm kind of feeling Everspace too. I'm feeling like I want to be in space. I've been feeling like that all weekend. Very reminiscent. Reminiscent? What the fuck does that word mean? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Reminiscent? That's the wrong word. I'm feeling nostalgic? Is that the word I'm looking for? I'll let you guys decide. Duncan, what's wrong with you? Something has happened to Duncan's vision. He cannot see. Duncan has been blinded. And I don't know why. I don't know. He was okay over the weekend. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, but you just can't see. No, I understand. I can't even see your eye anymore. Can you? Well, you can still communicate. That's good. So, have I gotten around to beating? Oh no, I haven't, man. I haven't played. I really don't play games outside of playing on the show. And we need, last time we played Viscera Fest, I what was it? I think there was an update, and then I restarted my save game, and I don't think I got to the end. I don't think I got as far as I did previously, but I'm going to. We'll definitely get back in there. Maybe later on this week, actually. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it too. It's a great game. To tell you the truth, sometimes I burn myself out with early access games. RoboQuest is kind of a good one, is a good example. It's a great game, phenomenal game. And they've definitely, yeah, I don't blame the developer because they do a lot of work on that game. They add a lot of stuff and they do a lot of stuff. But I always play it every time there's like a new update, you know? But the nature of that game being like a roguelite, you end up playing the initial stages quite a few times. And then after a while, it's like, I kind of feel like I've been playing this for so long, you know? Like that first stage, like so many times. So it ends up, I don't know, I feel like I try to create a distance. Create some space in between so I don't burn myself out. And speaking of which, I think we're going to play some Ziggurat 2 today. That's another one of those games where it can be relatively easy to burn yourself out. Because even though the dev is adding a whole lot of stuff all the time, it's not necessarily stuff that completely changes the experience necessarily. So it can kind of feel like playing the same thing, and then by the time the game comes out, you could easily have kind of gotten tired of it by the time it comes out, you know? And I don't want that to happen, especially with games that I really like. And I really don't play games that I don't like. Who's got time for that, you know? There's too many good games. There's too many great things to do. Has nothing to do with Visurafest, though. I'm not necessarily, you know, limiting myself for any sort of related concerns with that game. But that is a game that, it's a brutal game. You've got yourself a pretty brutal game, especially maybe to me, you know, maybe to someone who's always playing those kinds of games. You know, I got to be in the right mood, the right mode, you know? I'm not great at it. So it can feel overwhelming. And honestly, I really think I'd be playing different games if I did this show at a different time. If I did this show in the morning, I think I'd be far more aggressive in games. Because that's usually when I'm feeling like most alert and energized. And sometimes I'll be planning on playing something, and the end of the day comes, and I'm just tired. I just want to relax. And I always try to put in the effort, you know? Because nobody wants to watch a sleepy dude. But certain games, they don't give you a lot of room to relax. They need you to be really, like, on your toes. Ziggurat 2 is not really one of those games. I mean, maybe kind of. Not to the Visurafest level, though. And I didn't even know what we were going to play today. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if we were going to just jump into Cyberhook for a bit. Or jump into the Doom Eternal DLC. So I didn't even put anything in the YouTube description or whatever. And as you can see, I didn't put anything into the thumbnail either. I just couldn't decide. I honestly was thinking that we'd probably end up playing Phantom Abyss. And to be honest with you, we still might play Phantom Abyss. Maybe at the end of the show, just jump in there and see how far we can get on like a single run. Because boy, that game is a lot of fun. But it makes me think of Ziggurat 2. And I think Ziggurat 2 is kind of a nice counterpart to Phantom Abyss. It has that sort of adventuring, explorer, dungeon crawling, tomb raiding feel. Except it leans a little more towards the combat side than something like Phantom Abyss does. So it seemed right. You know, and here's the cool thing. Like, I haven't played Ziggurat 2 in a while. And what's cool is these guys are really neat. They're always adding stuff. So you let a couple months go by, you fire it up, and all of a sudden there's tons of new updates and new enemies and fixes and improvements. I used to check all the change logs whenever there'd be an update, and now I just don't even look. I just look at how many updates there have been, and I'm thinking, okay, cool. Let's see if I notice anything. Maybe I don't. Maybe I will. Who knows? I've also been working quite a bit on some more technical things. And a lot of times the technical stuff, it just eats away at my brain. And it makes it hard to even think about video games sometimes, you know? Technical stuff, man. I've been working with some video equipment, multiple HDMI matrix devices. They're like some people might think they're like splitters, but they're not splitters, but you can kind of think of it like a splitter, right? A matrix is like a device that, like, when you go to like a convention and you see like a huge video wall, you know, they're using a matrix to set that up. Or like a gym where they have a bunch of screens and maybe there's different stuff playing on certain ones and same thing playing on other ones, right? And it can be a real pain in the ass sometimes to set those up because of something called EDID. And certain monitors and TVs being incompatible with certain EDIDs, and you gotta do all these little updates and all these funky settings to try and get stuff to work. Ugh. And it just fries the brain, man. It just fries it. My brain is fried, is what I'm trying to say. And I've been spending a lot of time in Bitwig changing up a bunch of stuff. There's not a lot that you can notice, but I am finally getting vocals set up again in my music stuff. And I was working on it over the weekend. And today's synth jam kind of has some of that in there. But what's neat is, and I'll show this off later on, probably not today, but later on in the week, is I've got this new workflow that I've kind of been experimenting with when it comes to vocals. I used to do like a lot of like looping, like real-time vocal looping and instrument looping, and I would essentially create like what you're hearing right now, but in real time, you know. It's always touch and go when you do that because it's improvised, so you never know if you're gonna have a good inspiration or it's just gonna come out really shitty. So, but what helps is having a good workflow in place to kind of allow you to quickly iterate on things real time. And for whatever reason, the bug bit, you know, Saturday. And I spent a good bit of time setting up stuff and plugging in different pieces of hardware and guitar stuff. And what was funny was it was all guitar related. It started guitar related. And I have an XFX3 over there, and the chords are all over the place, and everything's all weird. I spent hours doing all this guitar stuff. And then on a whim, I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw my mic into the XFX, and I'm going to create another channel, and I'm just going to do some vocal processing, sort of secondary to the guitar on this one, you know, like preset, like, you know, patch that I was building. And it totally like took me down a completely different road, unrelated whatsoever to guitar stuff. It ended up being all vocal stuff, which was cool. You know, like you never know where inspiration's going to come from. So it's best just to lean into it when you have an idea. But it is kind of unfortunate sometimes because you might spend maybe 4 hours, maybe 6 or 7 hours, maybe 9 or 10 or 11 hours working on a guitar thing, only for the end result to be a completely unprocessed, dry microphone signal going in and out. And when all's said and done, that's the progress that was made. A completely dry microphone signal going in and out. But you needed to go down that road, you know, to get to the end result, which was reintegrating vocal stuff into my Bitwig workflow. Started out as reintegrating guitar stuff and outboard guitar processing into my music workflow, and that went nowhere. I'm still at square one with all that because I got sidetracked. But I just went with it, you know, and I leaned in, and it ended up being a good time. I just sometimes wish that I don't know if it's a lack of foresight or if it's just the path that the creative process wants to take me down, you know? So I try not to overthink it too much, as long as I feel like, you know, something productive is coming from the time invested, whether or not it was productivity in regards to what you were intending to do or productivity in regards to something else. If it was creative and there's something to show for it, then it feels good. I got some other stuff set up with the TRIverse too. Again, completely unexpected. I wasn't planning on doing any of that. And then Sunday became almost all about trying this new stuff with the TRIverse and setting up some old stuff that I was doing. But the end result is just my brain is fried. Absolutely fried. Geez, and now I'm sitting here looking at my Steam library, and I'm thinking, I'm just seeing Phantom Abyss sit there, you know? You know, I don't know if you guys would hate it if I just only streamed that game and just completely burnt myself out on it. I don't know if, but at the same time, you know, I don't even want to ask what you think, because I don't want to know, because I love that game so much. I want to imagine that everybody loves that game so much. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that I'm gonna stop playing it. Hell, the game that I'm gonna play today is sort of like in response to that game. So If I were to ask and someone said, oh no, don't play Phantom Abyss anymore, man, we are over it, then I would feel bad, but not bad enough to stop playing it. Do you know what I mean? And it's not because I don't care what other people think. It's that I love that game so much, I don't care what other people think. It's funny. It's funny how that works. Sometimes I think it's good. You know, it's always good. Everyone will always tell you how important it is to get other people's perspectives and opinions. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. To an extent. To the extent that they might not like Phantom Abyss as much as I do. In which case, we will have to agree to disagree. Cyberhook is one of those games too. Have you noticed I've never asked anyone if they like Cyberhook, or like, I've never been like, you guys want to watch me play Cyberhook? I don't even want to introduce the question. Do you know what I mean? I feel like certain games just resonate, which is such a cliche word, but certain games, they're vibrating on the correct frequency for the density of my bones. And no matter what I do, like, I feel that sympathetic vibration within me. The thought of that game puts a smile on my face. Cyberhook is another one of those games, you know? Puts a smile on my face. Speaking of games that put a smile on my face, Overwatch puts a smile on my face, and we're going to play Overwatch on Wednesday. Spoiler alert. This Wednesday is, yes, Overwatch Wednesday. Unless we end up playing Phantom Abyss instead. Not saying that's going to happen, but you know, there's some movies that's like that too. That some movies are like so sacred to me, I don't even want to bring them up to people, you know? Because I like, everyone can have their own opinion, absolutely, but it's like some things are just so special and so sacred that I don't even want to have the conversation. I don't even want to have to defend it, you know? Buckaroo Banzai is one of those movies. And that's a challenging one because it's a tough movie for a lot of people. I had no idea, but yeah, that's one of those ones that it's almost like if we're going to talk about like what our favorite movies are, I almost like leaving that one just out, just setting that aside. There's another movie, a Tarsem movie, that's like that too. And sometimes you bring it up and people just want to like pick it apart. And it's like, I love it so much, I don't even want to like defend it. It's like, it's on another realm. It's almost like how I would imagine like being a grandfather, you know, and you say, oh yeah, here's my grandkid. And someone's like, oh, your grandkid sucks. He's a shitty artist. He can't draw very good, you know? And you're like, I don't even want to argue with you about this type of thing. That's how I feel. I don't have grandkids, but I have Cyberhook. I have The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension. Protective, that's the word, you know? Some things are so special that you're protective of them. There's some songs that are like that too. And it always sucks when one of those songs that's like super special to you becomes a meme for one reason or another, right? Maybe it's used in like a commercial or marketing campaign, and then everyone knows that song now because of that marketing campaign. So everyone correlates your interest in that song with that marketing campaign. And you're like, no, it has nothing to do with that. But it's like forever, it's now tied to that, you know, socially. And then you feel like like it's special, but it's like too special. It's like off limits. Ostreak, that's you with Doom Eternal? I feel ya. I was one of those assholes that didn't have anything good to say about Doom Eternal, man, for like the first year. I just didn't see it. I didn't get it. You know, it just didn't click for me. It's one of the many things that has reminded me that I could definitely and often be wrong about something that I feel strongly about. So it's almost better to not feel strongly in the negative for anything, because then you just look like an asshole when you change your mind. But yeah, that game, I definitely came around to Doom Eternal. Big time. And life is all the better for it. What else? Andrew WK, that's another one. It's like I don't even want to talk about Andrew WK. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Because you talk about Andrew WK and then it's like, well, I mean, Nemo knows. It's like sacred, untouchable. Some things are just not up for debate. That's right, Nemo. Like the party god himself. All right. But all this talk about Phantom Abyss, it's time to go into the temple. Not those temples, though. Maybe later. First, we're gonna fight some little goblins and some fucking skeleton dudes and some carrots, some short little chili peppers that are going to explode all over us. And maybe we'll discover something new. After all, it has been a while since we've played Ziggurat 2. I love the music in this game. Ostreak says, for me with Doom 2016, whilst I absolutely loved it, there were tons of core design decisions that really held that game back from me, and Eternal almost solely exists to address those issues. So when people started complaining about what to me were the things that fundamentally improved everything about the game, and continue to do so to this day, just kind of makes me want to never talk about it. Yeah, I feel ya. I think though with that game it is a challenging game. I mean, by the nature of it not being a game that's going to appeal to everybody, you know, like that's what I find with the things that I feel that way for, is by their nature, they're challenging. By their nature, and as a core element of what makes it so appealing to me is the fact that it is not just, you know, an easy thing to just fall back into and just say, ah, yes, we all can agree that this thing is great. Like the best things in life are those things that are, well, that's what makes it special, right? That's what special is. It's because it's unique. And whenever something is too unique, you're going to lose a lot of people. I mean, just look at movies, right? the biggest, most popular, most successful movies are not the most interesting, challenging, the movies. They're movies that everyone's going to agree about being like, whatever, are always movies that are sort of mediocre. Everyone will kind of agree, oh yeah, that movie was all right. And everyone might agree that that's the case. But whenever it's something that's really, really, really outstanding to anybody, it's usually very polarizing. And those are the best things in life, Like, I think one of the reasons I love Doom Eternal so much is because it was challenging for me. I feel like I had to work to understand what people like you, Osric, were in love with. And seeing the passion from gamers like you, and particularly Hugo Martin going on with so many other, Doom Eternal fans, and hearing the passion and how they talk about it. It's like, I don't hear anybody talking about a game the way these people are talking about it. I must not be getting it. And like, that's what brought me back into reinstalling it and really giving it a better shot. Not just saying, oh, I just want more Doom 2016 content. Those are the best things in life. Steam controller as well. That's right, Meneth. Big time. Absolutely. That's a good point. Yeah. I don't even talk Steam controller with people outside of Steam controller. I used to do that on Reddit, and I just feel like I have no reason to, no need. I have no need to convince anybody, especially at this point when you can't even get your hands on them. Though I don't see why something being rare and harder to and less accessible is a detractor necessarily, because a lot of like the greatest things in life, some like the greatest musical instruments or most unique MIDI controllers, or they're things that are not super accessible. And maybe that's part of it, is like from a musical background, there's a respect for gear that you can't buy anymore. There's not a disregard for it. No one says, oh, you can't get the DX7 anymore, so who cares about that? You can't buy it anymore. Don't even waste your time. You can't get it anymore. It's kind of the other way around, Like, the rarity makes it more special. Not that it's ideal. Of course, like in a perfect world, you'd be able to get any piece of hardware that's ever been made brand new for a decent price, shipped next day to you, and there you go. But, it's kind of like this. I really enjoy half and half, coffee creamer in my coffee. But Monday through Friday, I abstain. Not because it does anything negative to my body, not because it's unhealthy. I don't buy like nasty stuff or eat anything that has like sugar or whatever. But then on Saturdays and Sundays, I reward myself with being able to have half and half in my coffee. Something that I could do every day, and I would enjoy it every day, but I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do on a Saturday and a Sunday when I've abstained all week. I like that with food. Like, I'm kind of like that with food. I've been like that for a long time. I've been a big fan of fasting forever. I guess it's all along the same lines, With holding delayed gratification, or whatever the term is, it's a real thing. And if you're mindful enough about it, then the benefits can be very, very real. But if you don't give a shit about it, then there are no benefits. Then there's no reason to do it. So it's not even like one of those things where it's like you tell somebody else, hey, you like doing that thing? Well, stop doing it 5 days out of the week. It's like, well, no, I like doing it, and there's nothing wrong with it. Well, no, you're right. There's nothing wrong with it. But, I don't know. I don't know why that is. It's a funny thing. All right. We've got some more characters in this game. I don't know if, Oh, you know what I need to do? Let me quickly get OBS Ninja open to send my config over, or my Steam controller overlay. Cool, cool. All right, looks like it's working now. It's good to reflect. You don't want to overanalyze things into a state of paralysis. But it's good to reflect on things. And along those lines of reflection, I think one of the things for me is like there's so many things in life that we just don't have any control over. And if left to our own devices, we find ourselves often in this situation where we are stripped of agency. You know, you get up when the man tells you you have to get up. And you go to the job that the man tells you you have to go to. And you do the shit that the man tells you you have to do. And then you give the money to whoever the man tells you have to give the money to. And if you don't incorporate some sort of reflection and control, then you feel like you're a slave to the fucking man. Or the system, or whatever. You know? So I think it's sort of a coping mechanism. To feel still as if you have agency and you have some form of control. To say, I'm not doing that thing because I am choosing to not do that thing. Not because it's bad. If it's bad, then you shouldn't, you probably shouldn't do it anyway. That's easy. You know? Regardless of whether you do it or not do it. That's an easy decision. But if it's good and you abstain and you say, no, that feels adjacent to control. It feels like micropower. Micropower. Sort of. Okay. All right. Enough of this. If I talk too much, you're all going to notice I'm an idiot. Moon Citadel? Let's do this one because it's a baby level. For little babies. And it's been a while. So it looks like they've adjusted stats on things, characters and stuff. I think maybe I'll just go with... Oh yeah. I'll just go with whatever it's suggesting here. And get that money bonus. I keep getting confused. I keep looking at my Discord, and right under the Ryker Initiative, Discord, there's Rambletan's Discord, and he's changed.
Humble Timbles.
Don't start raid. We've already gone over this. It's Ramble Tan. He's changed his...
Rambotin, obviously.
He's changed his icon, and I keep getting so confused until, you know, it takes... It's like sometimes my brain is still operating on like a spinning disc, and so it takes a little while, you know, to like access. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, I like his new icon. He posted a few different ones he was working on, and I like them all. I like the ones where he has the golden eyes, because I feel like it's almost like there's something about it. It's like looking at me, you know? And I think that it would be really cool if his Steam controller overlay sort of incorporated those like golden eyes, you know, into like the touch pads. I mean, I don't seriously think that it would be like the best idea, but I'm curious as to like what that might look like. And then using the little touch indicator as like the eyeball, like the pupil or whatever, looking around. All right. Rambo Timbles was your favorite Nemo? Yeah. Rambo Timbles is the best one so far. Well, here we are. One of the crappiest things about this game that will never not annoy me, no matter how much I play it, is it limits decreases your sensitivity, your mouse sensitivity, when you're running, which I hate so much. So I just pretty much never run. The default like movement speed is pretty fast, but of course it's all relative. But I would almost rather just not even run than for my, like, who wants that? Who wants that? Whoever thinks, oh, I'm running now, someone better go in there and adjust my mouse sensitivity slider, bring it down because I'm running. And I've ran before, believe it or not. And when I'm running, my head turns usually faster when I'm running. Because by the nature of running, it's more important to be able to look around. But in this game, they say no. If you're running, you need to look slower. Some sort of balance thing, I'm sure. I say find a better way to balance than fucking lowering my mouse sensitivity. But luckily, as you can see, like the default movement speed is pretty fast, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on a lot. But boy, every time it's been a while since I played this and then I go back into it, I always spend a little bit of time trying to make an action layer, a sprint action layer, so that when I'm sprinting, it raises my mouse sensitivity so that it makes it more uniform across the board. The downside to that, though, is that when you activate a layer, and then if you bump into something, you might still be in that layer, even though in the game you're no longer sprinting. So then your mouse sensitivity is way too high. And then that becomes a real annoyance in and of itself. I jumped in here And I changed these buttons. You know, again, thanks to Doom Eternal, I'm far more proficient with my face buttons now, and my thumb is much less, you know, glued to that touchpad because of it. So now I'm able to use these for weapon switching like I do in Doom Eternal, even though weapon switching in this game is nothing like weapon switching in Doom Eternal. But I have brought that over from Doom Eternal, as well as the weapon swap, right? So you can select one of your 4 weapons here, and then you could toggle between the previous one with the left shoulder. And funny thing is, in Doom Eternal, I don't always do that. Sometimes I will just go directly to the weapon, you know, and not even do the weapon swap button. Movement speed increased by 20%, maximum health decreased by 5%. I'll do that. I feel like the damage on this wand is increased. I feel like I'm not usually doing this much damage right off the bat. I would know if I read the changelog, but I didn't. Oh, and I did, like, in Doom Eternal, I have, like, my main weapon switch is full pull of the right trigger, and I brought that over here as well. So soft pull fires, and then full pull swaps. It's real nice. I'm not used to it in this game, though. It might take me a while. Hey, man. It was good talking to you, Meneth. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully see you tomorrow. After shove, if 5 or more enemies were pushed, plus 25 damage for 8 seconds. I like it. You're just a statue. Whoa! Damn it. I feel like I'm leveling up faster, too. That's cool. After defeating an enemy, you get plus 20% damage for 3 seconds. That sounds really good. Boy, we're going to be a powerhouse here. Watch out. Enemies of of the magical people. What are we? I can't remember what the backstory is for any of this. Look at that! The sounds she makes. That's like me when I wake from cryo sleep. Where is she? Where is she? You're a lizard, Harry. Oh, our man is good. Crumbling memorial. Let's see. And I'm gonna upgrade that one, so we'll shove dudes and get even more. Four of them. Bring them over here, and then I could do the 5 shove. Boom. Boy, these damage buffs are really coming in handy, aren't they? Oh. Key piece. Oh, that's new. You can pick up keys and pieces. Cool. No oaths. I take no oaths. Far too dangerous. Kill the trappers. victorious. Increase wand fire rate? Yeah, that's always fun. Oh, another key piece. A piece of a key. Gotta say hello to old Lloyd Carnigan. Hey, what's up, Lloyd Carnigan? You're looking sexy as ever. Your stomach muscles there. Very inspiring. Boy, I really like that fire rate increase. That's a nice, friendly little buff. Watch out for the floor spikes. Taking a lot of damage over there. Ooh, when picking up a coin, there's a 25% chance it counts as double. Oh, we need to find all of the key pieces to open that door. By breaking the keys into pieces like that, it's kind of cool because it gives you a reason to look around. I've forgotten what my amulet does. Oh, it's like a damage boost. A temporary damage boost. Damn it. What is this one? Recovers 50% of your mana when activated. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Well, maybe I want to keep the Amazon amulet because it has unlimited charges. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep the one I have. Oh, I don't have the key yet. Okay. Oh, shit. There it is. One more key piece. And then we can open up the blue door. It's probably worth finding. Hello, key piece. Where are you? It's not in there. Hey, there it is. All right, let's go to the blue door. Oh, look at that. An anvil. We haven't seen one of these before. Upgrade your weapon? Don't mind if I do. The anvil will break once used. Which weapon should we upgrade? Do we get to choose, or does it just do it? Oh, I think it does whatever one you're holding. Okay, cool. I guess. what's my map button? M? Oops. Oops. That's not it. Oh, tab. All right. Heading to the boss. Who is it? Oh, it's this guy. Brewlock the Sick. Oh no. Right. After defeating an enemy, you'll get 50% damage for 3 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade that to level 3. Cool. First one down. Nah, I'm not going to upgrade anything yet. All right, let's do this one. Because if we do it, and if we win, we will get a new character. I didn't read that. Did you? It's okay. We'll just make it up as we go. The magical person that you will find is mysterious and filled with magic. So find them now. Swan sounds funny. Yeah, I like the Wrecking Ball one, you know? More damage for 3 seconds after killing an enemy. Oh, wow. There's an alt fire on this. I didn't even think to try that. That's cool. I keep forgetting about the alt fires in general. That's the alt fire on this one. So the regular fire and then the alternate fire. Some sort of large AoE blast. No oaths. Thank you very much. Should we buy something? Yeah. Yeah, the rocket launcher. We'll save that. Gotta kill this healer. I know that's frowned upon, but they're jerks. Jump over, jump over. Can't do it. I should keep my eye out for key pieces. I don't know if there are any in this level, actually. I think there may not be. as I don't see the icon for it. Whoops. Let's throw a tab over here. Alchemy mana regenerates 20 points over 40 seconds or something like that. Pardon me. All right. We're doing it. Thanks, Nemo. You hear that little snap? It's a good sound. It's a good snap sound. Ooh, an Atlantean staff. I'll save that for later. We might want to refill our manas before we go into the big boss fight, but probably not yet. Another key. Well, oh, there was only 2 pieces we needed for that one. Cool. Ah! We can go into the blue door now, or the blue lock. Yeah, it enhances your current weapon. It says it right there. I don't know why I didn't see that last time. All right, what should we enhance? I feel like if we enhance our wand, that might not be the worst idea. These fish are new. If you can call them fish. I mean, they look like fish, but they're missing water. Minus 5% damage, but also minus 20% mana usage for all weapon categories except wands. That could be a real good idea. I mean, we've already got Wrecking Ball up, so we're getting additional damage. 5% decrease is not that much, but 20%, I think we should do that, especially because our current loadout has, you know, all of these weapons. If we only had our wand, it might not be worth it, but considering that we've got all the others, seems like a good enough idea. I think this is it, right? Oh, no, we can still go that way. All right, yeah, let's do that. Oh, another oath. No, I'm not taking an oath, man. No oaths. Never do it. Never. Never take an oath. Never pledge your allegiance. It never ends well. Oh, sexy. Brazil. Cool. Oh, hey, how's it going? I changed this camera angle on purpose so that I could just say hello to you. Cheers. Grab your space fluid and let's clink our glasses like they do in the movies. Clink. Now you gotta take a drink. Alright, now since that was the only reason I changed to this scene, we'll go ahead and go back to the other one now. Thanks for stopping by. Here we go. Thanks, Nemo. We're really plowing our way through here, aren't we? Hasty champions move at great speeds. Well, that's why they call them hasty. Hey! Look it. It's what's her name? I've always had a big crush on her. What's weird is like, it only increases over time. As she gets older, I like her more and more. She's the best. She's absolutely the best. It's a fact. Oh, do I want that one? I don't know. It does more damage, a little bit more damage. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Man, the ones in this game, the staffs are so fucking cool looking. Damn it, that sucked. Oh, fuck! What about that one? No, I don't want that one. That one has the benefit of tracking the targets for you, but that's lame and a pretty substantial decrease in damage. No thank you. Fuck! Come on. Whew. Okay. Come on, get on my level. Literally. I don't want to go down there. I missed the coins. They despawn pretty quickly. I'm never prepared. No oaths. She was the happy thought in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Yeah. Yeah, she was a pleasant surprise. Unexpected. Oh, hey, Duncan. What's up? Look at you. What? You feeling better now? You seem to be back to normal. Is your eye working? No? It looks like it is. I mean, I can at least see it now. Come on. Boy, I was taking a lot of damage there, wasn't I? There we go. Recover 5% of your health at the start of a fight. Seems like a good idea. Definitely take out the healer first. It'd be better to kill one guy first rather than dividing the damage amongst multiple foes, since I get a little damage boost after defeating an enemy. And hopefully by saying that out loud, I will remember. All right, I think we're ready. Are you ready? I think so. Oh, hey, what's up, Nace One? Please correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, which is a rule just across the board in general forever. What brand of thumb sucks? Finger sleeves? Dude, you finally got your hands on a Steam controller factory sealed for a really great price. Congratulations, my dude. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Let me tell you exactly. Let me get the little, you know how these brands are, right? They're weird, sort of off the wall whatevers. I have the little package. Let me grab it real quick. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hey, Duncan, keep them entertained. I don't think it's asking too much. All right, unfortunately, I think I threw the package away. I was just cleaning up. I had it the other day. Let me see. Let me see. I'll find it. I'll find it. Because look, there's all sorts of different ones, right? On Amazon, there's tons of them. And some of them suck. And I've bought quite a few, and some of them suck. Let me see. Let me check my order here. All right, here's the ones. These are my favorite ones. Oh, it's attached to my head. I couldn't figure out where that hair was coming from. Tip Kits. It's a small yellow package called Tip Kits. They have a little yellow like ring around them. And oh, hey, come on, you're getting in the way there. And these are the best ones that I've found so far. They last the longest. I bought these in December 17th, 2020, which is actually quite a while. And I mean, obviously I use these every single time I play with a Steam controller. They're in great shape. It comes with like six of them. Yeah, in total. So 3 pairs. They're way better than some of the other ones. They're not too thick, which a lot of them can be too thick, and so they don't work as well. Also, they all are gonna like fray and start coming apart, but I haven't had any of these fray to the point where I had to toss them yet. And the other ones, it would happen like within a few weeks. So that's really good too. Also, what else? I really like the length of them. Some of them are really long. And I initially thought, oh, maybe I want them really long. But the downside to the long ones is when they come down further and you start using your thumb, they start riding up and they kind of want to sit in that joint, in that little crevice of that joint. So if you get them too long, then they ride up and they end up being like they bunch up, you know, and you have a bunch of extra fabric up there that inhibits the ability for it to make a good connection. So then you're constantly pulling them down, you know? These ones don't do that. So they're not too short, they're not too long, they're not too thick, and they're clearly not too thin to the point where they're wearing out or anything. Also, they don't have an annoying seam. I mean, they do have seams, right? But a lot of the other ones that I've had, they have just the most annoying seam where you kind of have to rotate it and really find the sweet spot. These ones, I don't do that. So that's the ones that I recommend. Tip Kits finger sleeves. And the brand is Tip Kits. TIPKITS. and it's in a little yellow package. Oh, well, sweet, man. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help. So, yeah. And I always have to say thank you so much to Anwar the Killer, because he was the one that turned me onto these things so long ago. And I'm still using them. The whole concept was not even on my radar. And then he was like, hey, have you ever, used these before? He uses them for mobile gaming, and I'd never even thought about it. It's a huge improvement. I love them. You know what I should be doing? I should be killing the minions to get my damage boost buff thing, That'd be a good idea. I don't have to kill all of them, but just one, get that little damage boost, and then once it dies down, kill another one. Oh, I'm happy you were of use too, Anwar. Very useful. Your insights and suggestions are a treat. Yeah, I would rather have the frost bow. Stuck in the corner. walked right into it. Oh no, I'm almost dead. This is not good. This is not good. There's a healer. Oh shit, I was stuck in a corner again. Oh no. Oh. We were so close. So close. We got a reward though. Scaredy cat. What is this? Don't even know. We got some coins. Get a 25% speed and fire rate boost for 5 seconds after being hit. That's pretty cool. Especially for a guy like me that gets hit all the time. Nice. Oh, you found them. $7 plus Prime? Awesome, dude. Very cool. You saw how I used snapping using gyro for COD? Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much use those mouse delta snaps, at least the 180 in every config. Every FPS config, at least. That's like a standard now. And I love it. It's great. Are you asleep again? We're not even done yet. Duncan. You're so funny. Well, you guys. Hey, what's up, Anwar? What's the game called? It's called Ziggurat 2. It's fun. It's magical. It's a nice change of pace. And it pairs nicely with Phantom Abyss, which I've been obviously in love with. That's gonna do it though for us today, you guys. How much is Ziggurat 2 here? Let me look real quick. How much is Ziggurat 2? It's on sale right now, 10% off for $17.99. It's normally $19.99. I'd say it's worth it. That said, it is early access and they're still adding stuff. So I wouldn't necessarily be in a hurry to play it yet because, you know, the longer you wait, the more they're going to add, the more complete of a game it'll become. But for $20, there's definitely $20 worth of entertainment in there. And there's a lot of cool modes. Like they have these additional, like this other section that's not related to like the main progression campaign, whatever. And there's like a daily dungeon, which is cool because it lets you see tile sets and characters and weapons and stuff that you wouldn't normally have in the main campaign yet, because you have to unlock all that in the main campaign. So it's kind of cool in that sense. And then there's like an endless dungeon mode or like an infinite dungeon mode, and then a classic mode that's like the original Ziggurat, where you like get your weapons like as you go or something like that. I can't remember the original Ziggurat well enough to know what the original mode is, or classic mode, whatever they call it. But all right. I hope everyone had had a good day today. And if you guys have nothing going on tomorrow, come on by. It's Chivalry Tuesday. Hopefully the Chivalry Tuesday crew will be available, and we will jump into the battlefield and swing our swords around for a bit. I haven't played that game in like 2 weeks since the last Chivalry Tuesday. So it'll definitely be brutal and bloody and wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. Hell, even if they're not available, I'm still going to play Chivalry 2 tomorrow because I missed that game. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Nace 1, Osric, Anwar, Nemo, Wernetta, if you're there. Meneth, as you sleep. I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you again for stopping by. And I look forward to hanging out again. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see you all later.